What's up, guys? Good. How are y'all? Great.
Case, how have you spent the time since being introduced a few weeks ago?
Been back in Houston, training, getting some stuff together there with some family, with my wife. Spent the last weekend in Minnesota for Tony Dungy's Uncommon Award, which was really special to share that with Tony Dungy, somebody I've looked up to for a long time. But just getting ready to get back here. I dumped like 25 inches on us like in Minnesota last weekend, so I was ready to get out of there and get to Denver in the sunshine. So it's been a good couple first days.
With CJ now released, does that change at all in terms of how you pursue a leadership role, or how do you now, because he was, I think, second most experienced behind DT, how do you start doing that? And is there even more, I'm not to say urgency, it's April, but the ability for you to step into that kind of leadership role for this offense?
It doesn't change. It doesn't change me and my mindset and what I'm prepared to do here and what I want to do here, what I feel like I need to do. So. I know that NFL teams change constantly. So me right now, just trying to get in the building and just become familiar with everything, not just people here, trying to learn names and just also how things work. How the coaches operate, how meetings are going to work. Where we're going, trying to get to and from meetings and weights and lunch and stuff like that. So as far as the leadership goes, though, I'm going to continue to be me. That's all I know how to do, and that's my main focus.
Case, the Broncos have spent plenty of time talking to quarterbacks, getting ready for the draft. What are your thoughts if a quarterback is taken by the Broncos?
The same thoughts as anybody that comes in. I'm excited for whoever comes in is going to make us better. That's what competition, breeds within your own team. I think it makes you better. So whoever comes in, I'll be looking for them to help us be a better football team. So no matter what position it is, I know they're going to draft a lot of positions, and it doesn't change my mindset though.
Case, I know that you're not going to change who you are or change how hard you work, but for the first time in your career, you are the man now. Does the responsibility feel different walking into this building as opposed to other buildings?
I think so. I think there's a precedent set with certain things, and it feels good. It does, and for me, I'm going to accept it. I know there's a responsibility with that too. So it's not something where I feel like I've made it. That's not ever my mentality. I'm going to stay hungry. I'm going to stay consistent to the same mindset I've always had. That's what's gotten me here, and that's who I am. Nothing's ever been handed to me. I've earned that right, and I'm going to continue to earn that right, being in this building, in the weight room, meeting room, practice field, and then on game day on the game field. So that's my mentality.
Case, as you get ready for this season, how much of last year's Broncos offense, if at all, are you watching?
I went through some of the games, peeked through some of those. I'm sure they'll pick and pluck some different cut-ups from certain things, but I'm trying to learn this year's offense. I may ask like, hey, Chad, hey, Paxton, how did we do this last year? Just so I kind of have a reference point to what the guys are thinking about, maybe in certain routes. But Coach Musgrave, Coach Sullivan are doing a great job already, just in the first day of presenting it as it's this year, this offense. Last year is that's over.
Does that mean it's going to be pretty different, or are they still really similar?
It's day one for me. I've gone through the playbook, and it's hard to tell. Like I said, I've got to ask other guys to see how different it is, but. I like it. I love what we're doing so far, and I'm excited to continue to learn.
So when you look at a playbook and all the places that you've been, is it when you start flipping through, things just kind of click with, maybe I saw this here, or I saw this here? Is it a little easier with all the stops you've had when you open a new playbook like you just did?
Yeah, it's kind of a new language. It's a lot of similar stuff, but you're just doing it in a different language, and you can kind of compare your thoughts on a certain play into certain coverages and just kind of transplant that into this system, if that makes sense, and then take the coaching from Coach Musgrave, Coach Sullivan, and add it to that. It's like little folders that you have and you're thinking about. So it helps. It helps that I've learned other offenses, and just becoming familiar with it.
And the coaches kind of said to you, okay, are there concepts that you liked in Minnesota that you want to incorporate into this offense and run going forward?
Yeah, they've been very open about communication there between myself and the coaches. So, it's been great to have coaches that are looking to hear what I have to say and installing offenses, and I think that's your job as a quarterback, is to see the defense as the offensive coordinator does, and see the defense as your quarterback coach does. So that when you're out there, you're making decisions, you've already you're seeing exactly what you've seen on film, and you know what to do when certain situations come up.
You mentioned this being day one for you. Just as you sort of move forward through these next couple days, just what are your biggest priorities, or what do you hope to have accomplished, in these first couple days?
Well, I want to learn everybody's name. I'm trying to learn playbook and names. There's a lot of new faces here, so it's been absolutely great. But just want to make a good first impression and build on it. I'm going to be myself every day. That was yesterday, today, tomorrow, next week, and on into the season. And so just be consistent, be a leader, and be somebody that's accountable, that people can trust, and trust to do my job.
You've had some time to think about it. Will you organize something away from the facility at some point?
Right now, we got a lot of organized stuff here. Like I said, I'm still working on learning guys, just getting to know guys. I want to make sure I do get together off campus and just get to know people. I think that's important for chemistry in the locker room. I'm open for whatever though. I'm not afraid to work, and I know these guys just from the first couple days aren't afraid either. So I'm sure we'll get something going.
You found a group that's humbled, hungry. Like, what is the vibe you get from these guys? Because from Super Bowl 50 to last year, it was pretty jarring. What has kind of been your impression of being around this team and where they are mentally after last year?
It's still really early. I've only sat down and had lunch one time with a group of guys, and a couple of handshakes here and there, and one workout and one team meeting. It takes a little bit of time. To really get a good feel on it. But, from first impression, from all the text messages and calls I got just when I signed, hey, this is so-and-so, welcome to the team, hey, this, and it was overwhelmingly just the outflow of love that I felt was already great. So for me, it's a great start, and I'm looking to build on that.
Just curious, have you run into Baker at all around here in Memphis?
No.
Orlando, met him. Any impressions there?
Strength coach, obviously, a lot of guys really respect him, and he's done a great job in just the first day working with him, and have met him now a couple times. I love it. I love what he's doing. I love the program. I love the mentality he's got in there. I think that's a big part of the culture of a team, is the mentality, especially in the weight room. But I think he's bringing guys together and doing it in a way that I think a lot of guys appreciate and really like.
A few more for Case. Case, I know it's early, but your initial interactions with Paxton Lynch, what have those been like?
Been great. Great guy. Him and Chad, we got a great quarterback room. And I appreciate that, because I've been in some other rooms that haven't been. So, just the first couple meetings, it's been good. We've been, I can already tell that we got a lot to learn from each other, I think, learn from them. A lot of different experiences. So, I think that's part of a good quarterback room, is you have a lot of different voices that can, bounce things off each other.
Okay, what's the most Colorado thing you've done so far since you've been here?
Besides have chapped lips and dry skin all the time, I haven't. Maybe I went over to Wash Park. Maybe is that very Denver?
You've seen them, right?
Yeah, I've definitely seen them. Yeah.
Wash Park, okay.
Vaughn said that your lockers are nice and close. He's looking forward to dancing around the locker room with you. Are you in on that?
Yeah. I'm always down for some shenanigans, but I'm excited to get to know Vaughn, just the reputation that he has, obviously, and But yeah, I'm excited. Locker rooms are always fun.
Last one, Jay.
Case, when you mentioned all these guys reaching out to you and kind of welcoming you, and I've talked to some receivers that are excited about playing with you, what do you tell them when you first meet them kind of about yourself or kind of about what you want or the player you are? Just what, when you sit down at lunch and tell those guys about you?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I don't really start, with football. Maybe a little bit, just kind of conceptually, just high level, just mindset wise. But I just want to get to know the guys, man. Are you married? Do you have kids? What do you do? How are you off the field? And I try to build a relationship there and start there. I think on the field stuff comes, more from actions than words, and just what you do out there, the kind of leader you are, leading from the front. I think that's more important. And out there, I think getting to know the person is more important.
Okay, thank you, Case.
Thanks, guys.